Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to Twisted Tales. Tonight we're diving deep into the dark heart of the American South. We're fixing to unravel a tale of terror that's as old as sin itself. If you're new around these parts, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You wouldn't want to miss out on the chills, would you? Now settle in. Make sure you got a light on because tonight's story, it's a real bone chiller. Picture this. A crumbling plantation house, shrouded in Spanish moss, silent under the weight of 100 years of secrets. The air hangs heavy, thick with the memory of humidity and the scent of decay. This is Blackwood Manor, and it's got a story to tell, a story whispered on the wind through the weeping willows. It's a story etched in the peeling paint and the cracked marble, the kind of story that settles in your bones and takes root. Deep within the mansion, tucked away in a dusty attic, lies an ornately framed mirror. The silver backing is aged, spotted with dark blemishes like a starless night sky. The glass itself seems to ripple like water disturbed by a single unseen touch. This ain't no ordinary-looking glass. This mirror, you see, it holds memories. And not the good kind, no sir. It holds the echoes of every heartbreak, every betrayal, every drop of blood spilled within those old walls. Now the Miller family, they were none the wiser. John, Mary, and their young daughter Sarah, they saw the Blackwood Manor as a fresh start, a chance to escape the city and breathe again. They saw the faded grandeur, not the decay. They saw the potential, not the pain. They were just a family looking for a home. They didn't know they were stepping into a nightmare. Section 5, First Night Frights. The first night in the manor, the whispers started, soft at first, like the wind rustling through dry leaves, then louder, more insistent. John dismissed it. Old houses creaked and groaned, that was natural, right? But Mary, she felt a chill run down her spine. She couldn't shake the feeling that they weren't alone. She just didn't know how right she was. Section 6, Sarah's Visions. Sarah, she took to the manor like a duck to water. From the moment she stepped through its creaking doors, she felt an inexplicable connection to the place. The manor, with its towering walls and endless hallways, seemed to whisper secrets only she could hear. She loved exploring its dusty corners, discovering its hidden nooks. Each room held a story, each corridor a mystery waiting to be unraveled. The thrill of the unknown kept her coming back, day after day, despite the manor's eerie atmosphere. It was in the attic that she found it, the mirror. Covered in a thick layer of dust, it stood tall and imposing, almost as if it had been waiting for her. The attic, filled with forgotten relics and cobwebs, seemed to hold its breath as she approached. It called to her, drew her in with a siren song. The mirror's surface shimmered, reflecting not just her image but something more, something otherworldly. She felt an irresistible pull, a need to uncover the secrets it held. Sarah started seeing things in the mirror's reflection, flickering shadows, fleeting figures. At first she thought it was her imagination playing tricks on her, but the visions grew clearer, more distinct. The mirror seemed to be a window to another realm, a place where the past and present intertwined. A woman in a white gown, her face streaked with tears. The sorrow in her eyes was palpable, as if she was trapped in an endless loop of despair. Sarah felt a pang of empathy, a connection to this spectral figure who seemed to be reaching out to her. A man with wild eyes and a cruel smile. His presence was menacing, a stark contrast to the weeping woman. He seemed to revel in the chaos, his eyes gleaming with malice. Sarah shuddered, feeling a chill run down her spine every time he appeared. She told her parents, but they dismissed her concerns as an overactive imagination. They couldn't see what she saw, couldn't feel the oppressive energy that seemed to emanate from the mirror. Their skepticism only fueled her determination to uncover the truth. But Sarah knew, deep down, what she was seeing was real. The mirror was a portal, a gateway to a world beyond their understanding. She felt a responsibility to uncover its secrets, to understand the stories of the souls trapped within. The journey was just beginning, and Sarah was ready to face whatever lay ahead. Section 7, The Diary. One day, tucked away in a forgotten trunk, Mary found a dusty, leather-bound diary. It belonged to Eliza Blackwood, the former mistress of the manor. As Mary read through the faded ink, her blood ran cold. Eliza's words painted a terrifying picture of life at Blackwood Manor. Her husband, a cruel and jealous man, had locked her away in the attic, accusing her of infidelity. Driven to madness by her confinement, Eliza had taken her own life in front of the mirror, her screams echoing through the halls. Section 8. Mirror, Mirror. Mary finally understood. The mirror wasn't just reflecting images, it was reflecting the darkness that had seeped into the very foundation of Blackwood Manor. The whispers, the shadows, it was Eliza, trapped within the mirror's depths, her tormented soul unable to find peace. She tried to tell John, but he refused to believe her. He wouldn't see the danger they were in. He couldn't accept that their dream home was, in fact, a gilded cage. Section 9. Breaking the curse. Mary knew what she had to do. The weight of the curse had been a heavy burden on her shoulders, but she was determined to lift it, no matter the cost. The haunted mirror had been a source of fear and despair for too long, and it was time to put an end to its malevolent influence. Eliza's diary hinted at a way to break the curse, to appease the tormented soul trapped within the mirror. The diary, filled with sorrowful entries and cryptic clues, was a window into Eliza's tragic past. Mary spent countless nights poring over its pages, trying to decipher the hidden messages and understand the pain that had led to the curse. She needed to find something of Eliza's, something she loved, something that held her essence. The diary mentioned a cherished item, a keepsake that Eliza had held dear. Mary's search led her to the attic, a place filled with forgotten memories and dusty relics. The air was thick with the scent of old wood and the whispers of the past. It was in a dusty music box, hidden under the floorboards of the attic, that Mary found it. A silver locket containing a lock of Eliza's hair. The locket was delicate, its surface tarnished with age, but it radiated a sense of importance. Mary could feel the connection to Eliza, as if the locket was a bridge between the living and the dead. With trembling hands, Mary placed the locket before the mirror, whispering Eliza's name, begging for forgiveness. Her voice was soft, filled with compassion and sorrow. She hoped that her plea would reach Eliza's spirit, that the act of returning the locket would bring peace to the restless soul. A cold wind swept through the attic, and for a moment Mary could have sworn she saw a flicker of peace in the mirror's reflection. The air grew still, and the oppressive atmosphere seemed to lift. Mary held her breath, waiting for a sign that the curse had been broken. The mirror's surface shimmered, and a faint, ghostly image of Eliza appeared, her expression serene. Mary knew that she had done the right thing, that she had finally brought an end to the curse that had plagued her family for generations. Section 10. The Aftermath. The Millers left Blackwood Manor the next day. The decision was swift, almost as if they were fleeing from an unseen force that had held them captive for far too long. They packed their belongings, every piece of furniture, every last box. Each item seemed to carry a piece of the manor's dark history, a history they were desperate to leave behind. They left behind the whispers, the shadows, and the haunted mirror. That mirror, with its eerie reflections, had shown them things they could never unsee, things that haunted their dreams. Some say the Blackwood Manor still stands, silent and watchful. Its windows, like eyes, seem to follow you, judging, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to cross its threshold. They say if you listen closely, you can still hear the echoes of Eliza's sorrow, trapped within those decaying walls. Eliza, the tragic figure whose story was intertwined with the manor's dark past, her cries of despair still resonate, a chilling reminder of the house's cursed history. The Millers? They never spoke of their time at Blackwood Manor. It was as if an unspoken pact had been made, a mutual agreement to bury those memories deep within, never to be unearthed. They tried to forget the terror, the despair, the feeling of being watched. The constant sensation of eyes upon them, even in the dead of night, had left an indelible mark on their psyche. But some things, you see, some things can't be forgotten. The manor had a way of embedding itself into their very souls, a dark shadow that followed them wherever they went. They linger in the back of your mind, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurks just beneath the surface. The Millers moved on, but the memories of Blackwood Manor stayed with them, a haunting presence that would never truly let them go. The house, with its dark secrets and eerie past, had claimed a part of them, a part that would forever be lost in the shadows of Blackwood Manor. Section 11, until next time. And that, my friends, is the tale of the haunted mirror of Blackwood Manor. A chilling reminder that some doors are best left unopened and some reflections best left unseen. If you enjoyed tonight's tale, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Twisted Tales for more spine-tingling stories. Until next time, sleep tight and don't forget to check your mirrors. You never know who might be watching.